Welcome back to the Fire 15 Player Series presented by TrueCar.
When he joined the Fire, he was really in his prime and really had this unique ability to go from A to B to C so quick and so fast.
You know, just the way he'd get the ball on that wing and he'd just use his speed to dart down the sideline and cause havoc. You know, the way he always had his defender on his heels because of that great speed he had.
Yeah, the Fire gave DeMarcus a chance. I mean, he was an extremely promising young player, but he played a lot of good soccer. He played on the national team. Very flashy player, very popular with the crowd.
Ante, DeMarcus in particular were very instrumental in the success of the early years of those Fire teams. Ante was a guy that poured his heart and soul into the badge, into the Chicago Fire badge, played with a lot of passion, and had a unique quality in our league, and that was to score goals and to have the mentality to try to score goals every opportunity he could.
Just a nose for the net. You know, that's all he wanted to do. All he wanted to do was score. Just give him the ball and let him take a shot, you know, and he could do it. There's no one goal. It's just that strong left foot that he had. You know, it was so dangerous from whether he was in close or whether he was shooting from distance. You know, he could score. He was just a flat-out scorer.
He should be up in the Ring of Fire right now. His number should be up there. You think about what he did, 76 goals in MLS play for the Fire, and no player has even come close to that. 76 goals speaks for itself.
Chris Armas was, to me, I think, is the definition of Chicago Fire. He came to training every day, prepared. He took care of his body. He always in the right mindset. He's the most competitive guy I've met.
Chris was very competitive, very quick, you know, tactically very smart and stuff like that. But his ability now to sacrifice so much with that group and to be a guy that basically did so much running for a lot of the players on the field and did a lot of the dirty work, you know, and break plays up and win balls and give it to guys like Peter and Roman and Lubos or Pabrosi and stuff, guys that, you know, could go forward. Not that he couldn't, because technically he was very good, but he knew that this is the part that he had to play within this team, and he probably played it better than anyone that I know.
You know, Chris did so with such pride and relentless energy. I think, you know, Bob Bradley bringing him over here in '98 and being a massive piece to their success and to the success of this organization for years.
You know, in the beginning years, the Chicago Fire was Peter Novak and then the supporting cast. But then after Peter left, someone had to take over the reins for the leader, and that was Chris, no doubt. And the way that he committed himself, his work rate, his work ethic, he's a good man. He gave everything he had every day, and so it never left room for anyone else to give less than that. You know, we had a great partnership in there for many years. That's what you look for when you play this, when you do this for a living. You look for guys that you can trust, that you believe in, that you know you can count on. So Chris was all of those things and more.
Stay tuned to Chicago-Fire.com for future installments of the Fire 15 Players as we lead up to the club's 15th anniversary match on October 3rd at Toyota Park.